Hello, let's do Wordle for Friday, January 23rd. Let's play. So, yesterday we spun the wheel. It said to start with crane. It's a pretty good start. Ooh, we get the R, A, and N. So, good thing it's not an ER word today. See, if I wanted R, A, N, this is exactly where I'd put them. So, it's a bit strange. Maybe the A here, R, N, Y. No. N, A, R. Or I don't know where these letters go. R A N G S K. Um, let's see. R A N ranty. You're being very ranty, ranky, Randy. Austin Powers. How about rainy? Actually, rainy's really good. Finally thought of something. Oh nope, the N can't go forth. Rainy is not good. I caught it. Maybe like an IN or an ON. Radon, the element. All right, let's do radon because I couldn't think of anything else. Well, it's ARON, so barren is probably it. Let's see. Barren is it. All right. Well, got it in 3. I don't think I was going to think of barren. Radon and barren are about equal in terms of like whether I'd guess them in terms of getting letters because D and B are, I don't know. I think D is slightly more common than B, but they're both about the same tier. So could have gotten barren in 2, but I don't know that I would have thought of it. Maybe with a little more fiddling. All right. Cool. Well, I'm happy with a 3. Let's spin the wheel and see what we're going to start with tomorrow. Really can't read the entries on the wheel now. All right. Tears, suggested by Echo Lasinski. I'm sure I butchered that. All right. So, tears. If you would like to follow along, tomorrow we will be starting with tears and hope it's not an ER word. All right. Well, let's consult the bot, see how we did today. So the answer was barren. And our first guess was crane. Wow, it's radon is exactly what it says to guess here. Barren is up there. It's tied with apron. All right. What was left? Adorn, angry, apron, barren, Quran, lunar, manor, nadir. Nadir is the lowest point, kind of like the opposite of apex. Quran spelled this way. Radon, Randy, Rangy, Rayon. What is Rangy? Rangy? I don't know. Rangy? I'm going to look that up. And then ulnar is part of the body. What part is that? All right, I'm going to look up both of those. So, rangy. Define rangy. Of a person, tall and slim with long, slender limbs. A pale, rangy boy in his teens. All right. And then the ulnar refers to the side of the forearm. Let's see, let's not use the AI definition. Let's go to Merriam-Webster. An ulnar anatomical part, as the ulnar nerve, of or related to the ulna, great, located on the same side of the forearm as the ulna. So the ulna is the bone on the little finger side of the human forearm, all right? So this side of the arm is the ulnar. So if you're like an ulnar nerve, then you're a nerve that's on this side. All right, cool. Sonar was possible. I think if I'd thought of sonar, I probably would have gone with that. But radon ended up being the best guess. And then it was only barren from there. All right. So that's what it would have gotten to. Let's do tails. It's start. Carney. Okay. I almost I thought of ARNY, but the C was gone. But I did think of Carney. All right, barren. Now with steel, we're gonna go macro, and then radon, and then barren. All right, so 4 for steel. So it's actually a huge difference getting the placement of the A or not. Adieu is what the most common starting word. Clasp with the A, and then here's that rangy, and then barren. All right. I've not heard that word rangy before to describe a person. All right, with the A and the O, we go moral. And then just, we could get Baron in 3, or we could go Carob and then Baron. Okay. Carob is a fun word. Ending in B is not typical. All right. Do audio stare. Common starting word. Stare just gets Baron in 2. Just luckily. Or Carol and Manor are tied. So we could go Carol and then Baron. Or we could go Manor and then like Radon Baron. So it could be as bad as 4, but so I guess 2 to 4, but probably leaning towards getting it in 3. All right. Trace tries to get it in 2. I don't think it does today. Does not. Moray. Could go Apron Baron, but we'd say it gets lucky, so it gets Baron in 3. Because the whole point of Trace is to try to get lucky and get it in 2. It doesn't really matter. Place is what the official bot does. I know it does something different than Gator. And then from here, it's going to go Radon or Rayon, which gets you Baron in 4. So it's guaranteed 4 with this bot. Let's see what the other bot does. And let's, most importantly, how did other people do? Oh, I'm going to grab the screenshot first. I didn't get any comments either way about whether I should cut out this part. It doesn't take that long, right? Okay, let's go to the bot. Ooh, it gave me a 98 skill. Yeah, because the other bot would have done the same thing. I wonder why it's not 99. We'll see. Luck is 70. Quite high luck. So Crane, strong opening guess, gives a 94 on that. All right, so Crane is a popular starting word. We got 3,400 in hard mode starting with Crane. Manor being the most common follow-up. In fact, Radon, which was what I came up with, is pretty low on the list. Rayon is what it would have done. It gives Radon a 97, Randy a 98, Rayon 99. So the way it's evaluating is slightly different than the other bot. I wonder if people are trying to do to my name here, rangy. Anyway, I don't think it's that many. It could be. I don't know. 4% of 3,400, maybe. All right. Anyway, let's continue. And it gave me a 99 for Baron. So, all right. It goes place Saint Rangy Baron. That's actually really similar. No, it's not that similar. I thought we went Rangy before. All right. 0.2% starting with Baron. Crane is number 8 in the list for starters. Slate is the most common kind of Saleh anagram, and I think that's because the official bot in regular mode starts with Slate. Place is what this bot starts with. So audio is much lower in hard mode than it is in regular mode, which is kind of interesting. I think people are doing slightly smarter starts when they play hard mode. Although I very much disagree with starting with stare in hard mode because you can get trapped and lose, and really there's nothing you can do about it. All right. So Baron is the most common second guess at 4.1%. We go to 37%, 79%, 96.7% at turn 5, and we're at a greater than 99%. Turn 6, if people are losing, they're losing on Marin, Rayon, Karen, Bacon, Radon, Carob. All right. Let's refresh and analyze normal mode. Excuse that cough. All right. It gave me a 99. Interesting. It gave me a 99 skill in normal mode. Huh. So 98 for Radon instead of 97. Weird. 35,000 start with Crane. Radon's still pretty low on the list. We still have some ranks. That's fun. Randy, Manor, Rance, Baron, Toils, Sonar. All right. And it does Slate, Corny, Baron. And we have a 0.4% cheer rate today. Oops, people like to see these. 3.4% at 2, 28.6% at 3, 69.3% at 4. This is much lower at turn 5, 92.3%. And we have a 98.7% solve rate on turn 6. Wow. That's I mean, it's a considerable difference when it's such a high percentage. All right, Baron, Marin. People losing on Marin, Karen, Bacon, Rayon. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? And that's it for Wordle. If you'd like to watch the New York Times games, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, want to leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.